Hi ECC community. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah Vivian and I'm one of the head counselors, and today I'm going to teach you the GIMP Stitch Cobra. I hope this video makes you feel a little bit more connected to camp and brings some of the summer home to you. I miss you all and hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first step for this bracelet is to tie a knot. And what I like to do is, once I have my two colors, I don't fold them directly in half into 4 strands. I fold them so that 2 of them are significantly longer than these 2, because we are going to be making the stitch with these 2, and then this side will just be the middle of the bracelet. So we're going to tie the knot. You're going to make a loop, tie it around your finger like this, and feel free to ask your parents for help with this part as well to make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, like this. So one tip that I have for this stitch for beginners is to tape it to a table, and that way you will have more control over the GIMP and it won't be moving around. Okay, so once you've tied the knot, you're going to separate the 2 long strands like this and keep the 2 shorter ones in the middle. And it should be that one is pink and one is blue, or with whatever colors that you're using. They should be 2 separate colors here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with this blue, and I'm going to make a P like this. And this P is going to be on top of these 2 middle strands. Fix the lighting there. And then we're going to take this longer pink string, and it's going to go on top of the blue here, and then under and through this P like this. And then you're going to just tighten it. So the key to this stitch is that you're going to continue making a P with the same color throughout the whole bracelet. So on this side it will look more like a 9. So you would make the 9 on this side, take the pink, go on top of the blue like this, and then push it under and pull it through the blue 9 and pull it tight like this. So then again, we will use the blue string, make a P this time, like this, on top of the 2 middle strings, like this. Use your thumb here to hold that in place. Take the pink string, go over the blue, and then under and through that P, and pull it tight, like that. So this is what it's starting to look like. Okay, so as I've done more stitches, you can see it's kind of starting to look more like a snaky shape, which is why it gets the name Cobra. Another thing, just to keep track of if you forget what color you are making the P's and the 9s with, it is the color that is in the middle of the side you are working on. So if I was working on this side, I'd actually be using the pink, but since I'm working on this side, I'm going to keep using the blue teal color. So I'm just going to show you again, now that we're further along, what the stitch will look like when you are making your bracelet. I'm going to make the P with this teal color. I'm going to take the pink, bring it around and through the teal, and I'm going to pull really tight. You want to make sure you're pulling tight enough that the stitches stay in place and it's not unraveling as you go along. But if you have to pause in the middle of making your bracelet for some reason, the whole thing won't unravel, so you can just leave it if you're in the middle of working on it. Just be sure to tighten the last couple of stitches when you come back to working on it. So then we're gonna make the 9 on this side. The teal is on top of these middle 2 shorter strings. We're going to take the pink, go over on this side, and then push it through the 9 and pull it nice and tight, like that. Okay, so once you've done enough stitches where it's long enough to be a bracelet or a keychain or whatever you want to make it, it should look something like this on both sides. And now it's time to tie it off so that you could wear it as a bracelet. So what we're going to do, I usually split it by color, so pink's on one side and the teal on the other. And we're just gonna tie a knot with both of those. So it's gonna look like this. Tie it nice and tight like that. I usually do 2 just to be extra safe that it won't come undone. Like this. And then these loops are super helpful that we made at the beginning, because what you can do to tie it on your wrist, you should have someone, I can't tie it on my wrist myself, so definitely ask someone for help for this part. But what you do is you would put 2 of the strings through the loop, and you would wear it like this, and then you could tie it this way so that it could be a bracelet for you, like that. And you can tie it as many times as you need to make it stay on. So then you have a Cobra bracelet. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy.